Hello Peaches! So today I'm going to be talking about body mods that I would never get. Because I do get a lot of questions about, how far would I go? Because, when people realize you have a split tongue, they think that you would do about anything to your body. Which is totally not the case. There are so many body mods out there that I would never get. And I also just want to say that these are, alternative body mods that you would see in subcultures and stuff, because body mods is actually just dyeing your hair is a body mod, getting a haircut is a body mod, and also of course with plastic surgery like boob job and nose job and all that kind of stuff, that's also considered a body modification because you change your natural appearance and your natural way of looking. So everything that does that is technically a body mod, but I will not be talking about those kind of things. Only, like alternative stuff, like tattoo, piercing, all that kind of stuff. Because, with body mods like, normal or beauty body mods that I like to call them, like getting a boobs done or getting a nose job, Botox and stuff like that. I know I would never get any of those things just because it's not my style, and also because, things that are considered normal I will not be talking about in this video because it's not that interesting. And, getting a boob job is like, that's pretty normal nowadays. So yeah, I will not be talking about those, only like alternative, weird, crazy things that people might think I would get just because I have a tongue split and tattoos and stuff. And the last thing, I will just quickly make a warning because I will show pictures here, that's also why I'm sitting to the side. I will show pictures of all the body mods that I'm talking about in this video, and there are stuff like, a split tongue and scary kind of looking stuff. There are some stuff in the eyes, and it's body mods where you have done some crazy stuff to your body. But if you get very easily uncomfortable by looking at piercings and body modifications and all that kind of stuff, then you probably shouldn't watch this video. But the pictures I'm going to show, it's not going to be that bad. It's not like I'm going to show like a split tongue that has just been cut, for example. Nothing like that. I'll only show you like healed things. But there are still some people out there who don't like looking at those kind of things. So now you have been warned. If you are like very easily grossed out by those kind of things, don't watch this video. As I said, I have tattoos, I have a few piercings, I had a lot before that, and then I have a split tongue. And I love all of them, I do not regret any of it, and especially my tongue is like my favorite thing and I love it so much. And that's why I get the question all the time, like, how far would you go? Would you ever get this? Would you ever get this? And what are you willing to do with your body since you are willing to get your tongue cut in half? And I kind of understand that because it is a very extreme thing to do. It just doesn't mean that I'm up for anything. So I have a list. I think there's like 11 things here that I wrote down. And I did do some research. Like I tried finding all body mods that I could find and then wrote them down that I do not want. But there will probably be some body mods out there who I never heard about, but still that I wouldn't have. So it's not like saying that these are the only things I wouldn't have. Anything else in the world I would get. Not like that. These are just things that I heard about that I do not want. So let's just get right into it. The first one is scarification. And in case you don't know what that is, you can kind of hear it in the word, but it's like they cut out a pattern in your skin, take the skin away and then let it heal. So you basically get a scar in some type of pattern, like a heart or a flower or something. And it does look pretty cool on some people, but the problem is the chance of it healing very badly is very big, because you never know how a scar will heal on you. You never know how a scar will look on you, because those kind of things, it heals very differently on people. Like a tattoo, yes, there are a few people where it doesn't heal very well, but it's very few people. With scarification, the chance of it being ugly in the end is very big, because everyone's skin and healing process is very different. And also another reason why I wouldn't get it is because it sounds so scary. Like you get cut in a pattern with a scalpel and they literally remove the skin. Like they take a part of your skin away. Yeah, I'm freaked out by that, and no thanks, I would never get that. Sounds too painful. The next thing I would never get is donut head or bagel head. This is not a permanent body mod, at least not the ones I heard about. I guess you probably could get some sort of permanent, I'm not sure. But this started in Japan as far as I know, and as far as I understood, please don't take my word for it because I'm not 100% sure. But as far as I understood, you get something, down in your forehead, and it fills it out. I'm not sure, I don't think it's air, but I think it's some sort of like Botox or something. So you get a round bagel in your face or donut, and you know, it's not permanent, so after a while it will go away. So it wouldn't be like the scariest thing to get because it does go away. I just really don't want it because personally I don't think it looks great. I don't really like the way it looks. No offense if anyone has it. It's just not my personal taste. So yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I wouldn't get it, because it is not permanent and it doesn't sound too painful to get. So the only reason is just because I don't think it looks great. Next thing is branding. That is exactly what it sounds like. Burning, like slowly, like you're making a tattoo, you're drawing it as you go. And you know, the whole thing about this is that you get burned. You get like a very strong burn, so that it will leave like a very specific kind of scar. And it looks pretty great again on some people, but this is also one of the things, just like scarification, it can go very wrong and it can heal very ugly, and you know, the chance of it just being very ugly is very big. And also the chance of it, you know, with infection and stuff is very much higher than getting a tattoo or getting a piercing, because you know, you are burning the flesh. You know, everyone can figure out that burning the flesh is probably not a good idea. No offense to people having it, because I do think it looks kind of cool. I wouldn't have the balls to do it because the chance is so big that it will look ugly, and also because it sounds like it's going to hurt a lot, you know, burning the skin. Just like, no. So that's pretty much the same reasons like it was with scarification why I wouldn't get it. The pain and the risk of it turning out very ugly and bad. Next one is subdermal implants. And these are all kind of implants you get underneath your skin. A lot of people get them in their hand. They get like a heart or something, but also as horns. That's like one of the most popular things to get as a subdermal implant. It's the horns everyone walks around with, and that's like also the first thing people ask me when they see I got my tongue split. It's like, will you get horns then? Will you also have those horns? Like, no, I would never get that. The reason why I won't get it is because, you know, personally I don't think it looks that great. I think it looks weird, and also just, you know, just when I see those pictures of it, I'm just like, ooh, I cannot. Oh, it just feels, well, it makes me like, I don't know, I don't like looking at those pictures, you know, because it's underneath your skin, especially those in the hand that I see, and you can also get them in the arms, you can get them anywhere on your skin, but especially the ones in the hands, it makes me like, cringe in a way, because it looks uncomfortable. Yes, it looks kind of cool actually, I have seen some designs that looks pretty cool, but I would never like get myself to do it, because it's just like, then it pokes out of your skin. I wouldn't have that. Also because it is very few that I've seen that I personally think looks good. Most of the times I just think it looks weird and not like something I would ever get. Next one is eye jewelry implant. This is also kind of a form of a subdermal implant. I did some research and it was a little vague about what you actually called it and how you actually got it done, because I looked at a lot of different sites and they said a lot of different things. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I understood, it is kind of like a subdermal implant just for your eye. You get something on the white of your eye, like underneath it. I'm not sure how they do it, how they put it in there. I would never ever get that, because stuff in the eye is just like, nope. Like, I just can't. Things with the eye, I can wear lenses, like circle lenses for cosplay and stuff, but I would never get anything sharp, like knives and stuff like that, near my eye. I'm so scared, and the risk is so big of you going blind, obviously, when doing those kind of things. So that's just a big no. No, I would never get that. And that leads us into the next thing, which is eye tattoos. I would never get it. I seen how it was made. It was terrifying. It looked so scary. Like, the guy, he hadn't any numbing, because you can't really numb the eye, and he was just lying there having to hold his eye open and having, like, he was told he has to look that way, obviously, so they can tattoo this part, and he was told that if he moved his eye just a little bit, just like that or something, then he would go blind. That's fucking scary, alright? And he had, like, there was nothing controlling him. Like, he was just right away, like I am now, just like this. And there was nothing, like, he wasn't sedated or anything. He could easily have moved his eye, because, you know, when something pokes your eye, you automatically does like that. At least I do. So that was just scary. Basically what it is they fill the white part of your eye with ink. And normally just take like 2 things. It's not like a tattoo, like, you know, this kind of tattoo. It is just, you know, a little dot of ink in your eye, and then it kind of spreads out on its own. But still, it's very scary, even though it's not made the same way as a tattoo is. But you literally get a needle in your eye. Like, you get a needle in your eye. That's scary to me. I would never do that. And also because I don't think it looks that great to have black eyes forever, because that's permanent. So I would never do that. Nowadays you can buy those big sclera lenses, I think they're called, that covers the entire eye, and you can, you know, it's lenses, so you can take them out and put them in. So, you know, if you want your entire eye to be black, just buy those lenses, because it's very much less dangerous. Next one is face tattoos, and those are not as scary as the other things I talked about, but I would just never get any tattoos in my face. I'm not sure if I have like a reason for it, other than I just don't want any permanent things in my face, because I do change up my makeup a lot, I do change my look a lot. I like to play around with makeup, so if I had a permanent tattoo somewhere, it could kind of ruin the fun playtime I have with my makeup, I guess. And also, you know, with cosplays and stuff, of course, depending on how big it is, and I can always cover it, I know that, but I wouldn't get it in my face. That's like where I draw the line. It's a face tattoo. Also because I don't personally think it looks that great. I don't know. Like something like Kat Von D has, it does look pretty with the stars. But it's mostly like, it looks great in like photos and for photo shoot stuff. It looks amazing. But I just imagining having that for everyday, I don't think that will look that great for everyday thing. But I don't know. That's just my personal taste. So face tattoos, I would never get that. Next thing is dermals, and these are piercings. A lot of people get these nowadays, and they do look very cool. It's these like small jewelries, like very small jewelries, and it's not like a piercing like in the cheek or the nose where you just take a needle, poke it through, and then put in a ring or something. These are dermals. They can be everywhere, like here, 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 like everywhere. Most people get them like right here by the eye somewhere, and basically like you don't do it with a needle. You have this weird thing, I'm not sure what it's called, but this thing that you do it with, you poke into the skin and you remove a teeny tiny piece of the skin. It's not like scarification where you take out a big piece. It's a very small piece, and then you put in the jewelry, and then you just let the skin heal over it, because you know the jewelry is made, I'll show a picture here of the jewelry. The jewelry is made like that it has this thing on the bottom, so the skin can grow over that and kind of like hold the jewelry into the skin. And the reason why I don't want this is because the chance of it falling out is very, very, very big. And especially like when it's healing, you have to wear a band-aid over it for quite a long time, because you know the skin has to have time to close up on it before you remove the band-aid, or else it just falls out. So that's basically like the main reason why I wouldn't get it, is because it's just very much not permanent at all. I know piercings aren't permanent like that, but the risk of you losing it within like a month is too big. I don't want to waste my money on that, because I do think they look very pretty on some people. Well, of course that depends on where they get it, but you know, they can look very pretty, but no, it's just too big of a risk of losing it, and that's a waste of money. Next thing is permanent fangs. These are pretty cool, I think. I really think they're cool. A YouTuber I follow called Adora Batbrat. I don't know if you know her. I follow her on like everything. I love her. She has permanent fangs. She got them made at like just a regular dentist or something. You can actually get that made. I'm not sure how they do it. I think it's something like they pull out your teeth just a little bit, but still not too much so they fall out. But just a little bit, and then they, you know, sharpen it. So you got vampire fangs, and they're permanent, and they sit there, and all that kind of stuff. They look cool, but the reason why I wouldn't get it is because it's permanent. And this is something that I would probably, if I got it, I would probably think it looked amazing for like a couple of months, and then I would get tired of it. Tattoos you can always cover. This piercing I can always take out for a job interview and stuff. But having permanent vampire fangs, it just makes you look more crazy. And don't get me wrong, because I seriously love the way they look. But it's just like, if you have tattoos and you're at a job interview or something, or meet new people, it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And the alternative blah blah blah. But if you have vampire fangs, I think a lot of people would think that you are kind of ridiculous and that you are immature in a way and that you're just a fucking freak. Again, this is not the things I think, because I think they look great. I am a freak, so it would fit perfect for me, but I hope you know what I mean. Like, tattoos and piercings are, you know, nowadays they're more like, oh, you're just alternative and you're just different. Where vampire fangs are seen more as like really weird, freaky kind of person. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't get it, because it is permanent, and also because they break very easily. Like, the teeth breaks very easily when they're sharpened like that. So yeah, I wouldn't get those, even though I think they look very, very cool. I really do. I'm sorry for the sun, like the way it goes in right now is stupid, but sorry, that's how it is. Let's just continue this video. Next one is magnetic implants. Basically, you get a magnet underneath your finger. You can probably get it anywhere, but I only seen it underneath the fingers. What it is, it's just a magnet, so that when you touch other things that are magnetic, it sticks to your finger. The only reason why I wouldn't get it is just because, like, why? What good does it do? I know you're thinking like, what good does a tongue split do? But at least, you know, you can see a tongue split. You can't see if you have a magnet underneath your finger, so you can see the tongue split. It looks cool, and it can actually do some pretty good stuff, just so you know. Back to the magnetic implants. I wouldn't get that because it's like, why would I waste money on just something that's like, oh, it's kind of cool that my finger is magnetic, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I don't want it. The sun is so annoying right now. Oh my god, just a second. Alright, so that was a little better, I'm sorry. The sun is just starting to set now, and it goes right through my window every evening, and it's just annoying. Alright, the last thing is corset piercings. I think they look really cool. I love like corsets just in general, you know, that whole thing going on. It looks amazing, and also these kind of piercings, they look so cool. But I wouldn't get them because, yeah, they would look cool for like a photo shoot or something, but having them all the time, I'm not sure if that will look that great. You know, this, just like with the Kat Von D tattoos and face tattoos, there's just some things that, yes, it looks amazing in photos and for photo shoots and for videos or something, but in real life, everyday life, it would not look great, and these are one of the things. Also because it's a lot of piercings you need to get made, and no, that's just too many piercings to get made at once. Those are all the things I would not get Bodymod. Again, as I said, there are probably some more things in the world that I wouldn't get, but that I just haven't heard about. I would get my ears shaped into like elf ears. I wanted that for years now, and I really want that. It looks cool, but no one does it in Denmark, and it's very expensive, so maybe one day I'll get it. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Press the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you for watching.